Day one, October 2nd. Didn't get a chance to get out yesterday, it was raining. That was opening day. Today it's supposed to rain. It's kind of still and humid, 70 degrees. So it's not really good conditions. A little bit of a easterly wind. So normally you wouldn't think that this would be a good situation for going deer hunting, but it is early in the season and the deer are used to these warmer temperatures. I'm not going to go into any of my better spots anyway. I'm going to try something new right here close to the house. Jump into a redneck blind, and that way if it does start to rain, you know, we're inside. We don't have to worry about getting all the camera gear wet. Even though we've had a little bit of EHD, this is going to be a doe shooting mission, if nothing else. We didn't have a big enough loss, I don't feel, on this farm, based on the number of deer that I've just seen on the trail cameras and driving around, that I can slack off very much on shooting does. So if they come out, we're gonna, take a couple does if we can. Otherwise, just good to get out and get the season started. As always, the trick is getting past these dogs. We got one more now. We're up to 3. And they'll definitely follow us if they know what we're doing. So we're going to use the 4-wheeler. We're going to drive really close to the blind. The deer here are used to this thing coming and going. I'm on it all the time, working on food plots and checking cameras, and they're not afraid of that 4-wheeler. So if we drive in there and park it reasonably close to that blind, I think the dogs will just ignore us going in, and we should be able to get away with it. So now the whole strategy is not about trying to beat the deer, it's about trying to beat the dogs. So that's the plan for this evening. Looking forward to it. It'll be fun to get the season going.
Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cuddyback, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, and Realtree.
It's right at 6 o'clock, and the rain is really starting to come down now. I'd say, looking at the radar here, we're probably going to have pretty solid rain now for the rest of the evening. Maybe it'll let up a little bit at some point, but it doesn't look good. Probably about an hour and a half of legal shooting time left. The spot we're sitting at here is pretty cool. It's probably a little over an acre. It's a Big N Beasty plot that I used that Genesis no-till drill and planted it back in the very end of July. And I've fertilized it a couple of times, and it's coming in really good. I mean, it's a nice little spot. I haven't ran a camera in this area yet, so I don't know if there's any bucks in particular that I would, be trying to target here, but being as close to the house as it is, it's just a handy spot to jump into. We saw 3 does, 2 fawns, and 3 young bucks. I'd say they were probably all 3 2-year-olds. I would have shot one of the does or shot at one of the does given the chance, but they stayed just out of range and didn't get the opportunity there. We're gonna hang in here a little bit longer, see what this weather does. Whatever comes out here in the rest of the blog, or the rest of the evening, we'll show it to you in the end of the blog. Tomorrow I'm going to hunt, and then we're going to be gone out of town for some family activities for a few days, so I'm going to miss what could be one of the best early season cool snaps that we've had in a while. So if you've got some decent spots to hunt or a buck in mind, this weekend would be a good time to get out there. Seems like over the years, you'll get these bucks that are nocturnal, and the only time they break that nocturnal pattern in October is when a cold front goes through. Otherwise it's, they're just right on the fringe of legal shooting time. And then during the rut, you might have a chance for them, but your best chance in October is going to be when those cold fronts go through. So take advantage of this weekend's weather. Should be some good hunting. I expect that our pro staff is going to have some pretty good action for us. Like I said, I'll see you back here again tomorrow.